Yeah, I've been embarrassing myself for a while now, warning about the dangers of reflexively. And we know you're taught reflexively using the terms globe, planet, and even solar system, even universe to a degree. But definitely globe, planet, and solar system. The dangers of reflexively keep repeating the CGI-based theoretical paradigm. Nothing else. No evidence whatsoever. None whatsoever. All CGI. No evidence whatsoever. None. Not one stitch whatsoever. Not one stitch of evidence. Accept it or not. This can be verified by watching a private high-altitude balloon footage, which I've said a million times. I watched the middle 2 hours of a 4-hour video. I mean, just made myself sit there and watch it. It's like watching grass grow to verify that the sun's right there. The iPhone sit up there on a high altitude weather balloon reveals the sun's right there, no ifs, ands, or buts. Then you extrapolate backwards and you see why NASA and Red Bull will not point their camera to the sun. And if they barely do, great, they'll never let their camera sit on the sun, because then your consciousness would recognize, oh, the sun's right there. So I challenge you, I ain't gonna send it to you. Did I get a different internet from everyone else? I mean, what's going on? I mean, wait. I mean, did I go to a solitary library? Now you watch 2 hours of the grass growing, the sun just sitting there with it's like there's no way getting around it. No way getting around it without all the evidence. You've been told a million times, a rainbow cannot be created inside without a mirror and water, without a mirror submerged in water. So. Meaning, so inside if you go inside to a building, you've left the mirror and you left the water. So you have to go back outside to where the mirror and the water is to create the rainbow, or get you a mirror and water inside. There it is, not rocket science. And the reason I'm saying this, because this is to my family, because I sent a video to my niece about the dangers of the COVID vaccine, yet I can't send it to my sister for the institution she works in, for fear that might offend her. And I'm not saying it would. But this is what the 2 critical years of her life, she's going through a divorce. I didn't talk to her because I was trying to warn her of the dangers of accepting information, ingrained into you by an institution. Your consciousness is superior to an institution. Truth will be streamed to you. I was trying to get across, the memories are not stored in the brain. Memories are not stored in the brain. The gray matter of the brain is for body locomotion. Your consciousness is streamed to you. So again, I don't know if we're still going to glare on this. I don't really know sense this now, but it wasn't right me doing that. It was like the coldest, 2 years of my life. I didn't enjoy it. I was in predicament that I let justify. Like I was so numb that and I didn't live in the same city. I just let it go. But the reality was, I ain't saying that's why I did this, but there was something in me that, where we're at right now in a timeline, in time, would reveal kind of why I would have such a autistic fit about it. An urgency, no, I can't. Yes, I'm being an ass, but there's a reason why I'm being an ass. And I don't mean it like that. But there's something in me that's like, I'm just saying this timeline reveals the importance of that stance, not to talk to your sister, but taking the stance, no, Sister Angela, you cannot trust the institutions over yourself, and definitely not me. I stream the truth. I don't go read the fucking truth in a goddamn book. Sorry. You accept that about me, or I'm not your brother. There's nothing I can do about it. And I say this, and I say the other part to my niece. I know she's off, and she might be a higher being than me, and she came after me. So the fathers that she chose, apparently chose, that's a perspective that we choose our parents according to what she had to put up with through other fathers. She probably did choose her dad, and that is very admirable of her. And she might have all kinds of superior information. Yet I tell you, you're wasting your time being concerned about human child trafficking if you're going to keep using the terms globe, planet, and solar system. Our ancestors used the term wandering stars because they knew that's what they were. That's why our ancestors weren't idiots. They built pyramids we can't build today. They didn't call them wandering planets because they were wandering stars. Okay? I'm sorry, but this is real fucking talk. And this is why I say, because, okay, you have 2 options. either you stop using the terms globe, and this is not an order, I'm saying, but this is going to be the ramifications if you don't. If we keep reflexively using the terms globe, planet, and solar system, then we have no evidence for it but CGI. Nothing but CGI evidence for any of it. NASA can't make up their mind. Neil deGrasse Tyson, whether he claims the Earth shaped like a pear. There's not one NASA picture of anything but a perfectly circular Earth. Yet they just keep back and forth, and for some reason, yet we're reflexively like that's why I this is kind of like Lane Staley. I feel that fight this battle all alone. It ain't about one person having all the right information. It's about you cannot fight something and fuel it at the same time. This is what I mean. The predatory consciousness that's stealing your children by 13 within 48 hours leaving home, and then they want to kill themselves by 14 or wish their captors had because they can't live with their own nightmares. That predatory consciousness is the one that fed you the lies of globe, planets, and solar system. So to fight them, you have to stop feeding them. So if you want to keep using those, I'm just saying, you're lying to yourself. So you want to keep using those terms, then you do something to stop the possibility of any more child human trafficking. Then you don't have to worry about it. Because it might be irrelevant at that point. But if you're not yourself going to, don't have a plan and are not like today, you're not going to yourself or join the team to stop child human trafficking. Stop using globe, planet, and solar system, because those realities do not exist. And this is the relevance of it. As soon as a child is captured, immediately the consciousness switches to the cold, meaningless paradigm that they were taught in the schools, that everything's billions of years old, energy just came out of nowhere and they just pointlessly hurled away from each other, but then coalesced in certain areas and formed into globular balls, and then time, just give it, and just enough time, all of a sudden, they're like, I was a fish, and then I put my, then I was a fish in the water, and I thought, damn, man, I need to get on that land, so let me keep one gill in the water and put the other gill on the land, and not go, and just wait until that one gill turns into a lung. Then I can bring the other gill up and let it turn to a lung. So I can breathe that one lung till the other gill turns to a lung. I mean, think, guys. I mean, seriously, think. And so that's what I'm trying to. This is real talk. You can't save your children from a